Hey everyone, it's me Anita and welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I posted a video. I've been extremely sick. I ended up catching the big bad C word. So I decided to go ahead and film a video today. I didn't want to film while I was sick just because I sounded super congested and had trouble breathing. So I don't want to sound like out of breath when I was recording. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so I thought I would just do something fun and easy. I do have a work with me coming. I'll probably film that tomorrow, but I just don't have enough energy right now to film a work with me, so I decided to go ahead and film a mug press video. So Vevor, I think I'm saying their name right, they were kind enough to send me out a mug press, so I'm really excited to test this out. So I do have a Heat Press Nation mug press that I use to make tumblers, and it can also make mugs as well, but I kind of wanted to test out this other mug press just because if you're not really into sublimating mugs and spending a ton of money on equipment to do sublimated mugs, this is a good entry point for you. I know Cricut has a similar machine, but this machine is much more affordable. So I'm hoping that this machine works really good and is another option for you guys to be able to get into sublimating mugs. So I just wanted to test this mug press out and see if this is a good option for people to be able to start sublimating mugs an affordable way. So you can get this heat press off of Amazon, I believe. The last time I looked, it was around $179. I'm not 100% sure. I'll definitely go check and see the price for you guys. So this mug press is, like I said, very affordable. So let me go ahead and unbox it. I do have some designs already ready to go to be sublimated. I did purchase some Cricut mugs from Joann's. So I'm going to be using the Cricut brand mugs. I used my 2760 Epson EcoTank for my sublimation printer. So you don't need too many supplies for this. You definitely need some heat resistant gloves because these mugs do get very hot, and some sublimation tape. So basically those are the only supplies I'll be using tonight. So let's dive in. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, and then I will show you guys how I did my designs, and then we'll get to sublimating. Okay, so I have a feeling that this is going to be super small and like compact. I'm really excited to see how big this is just because my craft room is running out of space. So it'd be nice just to have an additional mug press to be able to store away. So if I needed to pull out another machine and have two mug presses going, I could totally do that. My tumblers have been selling okay on my Etsy. I've sold 3 so far, and considering I only have like 9 designs up, that's not too bad. So I'm curious, and I haven't done too much research on it, but I'm pretty sure mugs also sell really well on Etsy, especially if you're doing like personalized ones. So here is the box. It honestly looks identical to the Cricut mug press. And I love the color of it. Or actually, I don't know if I'm getting red or if I'm getting a teal. Hopefully I'll get a teal color. Comes with directions. This is so compact. Okay, so it is little. As you can see, like compared to like my Cricut, it is so little, which I really like. I have some cupboards up here, or some shelves up here, that I could easily set this up there. So far I am liking the size. And plug it in the back. Now I was watching some other videos on this, and seems very similar to the Cricut mug press, like identical in how it works. Okay, so basically to turn it on, you just press this button. So the machine is warming up. Once it's green, I believe, it will be ready to use. So it says when the indicator light turns green, you can start printing on your mug. Put the mug into the mug heater. Once the sensor senses the mug heater will automatically enclose the mug. So Once I put the mug in here, it will close. Now just for an example, I have two different size mugs. There's the 11-ounce mugs, and then this is a 15-ounce mug. So mugs come in a variety of different sizes. So I have these two different mugs that I got from my craft stores. And as you can see, there's a 15-ounce and then 11-ounce. You can use both of these sizes with this mug press. Now, I've heard people use tumblers on these type of mug presses. I've obviously never have tried it. I use my Heat Press Nation mug press. But I'm kind of curious if a tumbler could go in here and be heat pressed. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see a video of me attempting to use this mug press on tumblers. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I have heard that you can do that. There is a technique that you can use on tumblers. Okay guys, so currently I'm on Design Bundles. I like to get a lot of my sublimation, DTF print designs from either Etsy or from Design Bundles. So right now I'm looking at my favorites list. So I like to go through and like favorite and heart things, designs that I like that I plan on using. So I picked out my designs. I'm double checking my cart. I'm going to go ahead and download everything that I purchased. I downloaded 4 designs in one bundle. One of the bundles comes with multiple designs, which is pretty nice. So I'm super excited to test all those designs out onto mugs. Okay, so once everything's downloaded, I like to drag and drop everything that I just downloaded to my desktop. Super quick and easy to do. And then to help keep things organized, I always like to make a new folder for my designs, and I'm going to title this folder Sublimation Mug Designs. So I know that this folder is going to be specifically for anything to do with sublimation for mugs. So I can always just go back to that folder and find all the necessary images or designs that I need. Okay, so I'm going to be using the program Adobe Illustrator. I prefer this over Photoshop. And then I'm making a 3.75 or 8.5 inches by 3.75 inches. And this is basically going to allow me to know how big I need to make my designs for my mugs. I plan on doing the image on both sides of the mugs, so I'm going to be doing this image twice. So right now I'm adjusting the size of the image. So I basically just right clicked, press transform and press scale, and then I just type in a percentage of how small I want it to go or how big I need it to be. So I want it to be a little bigger, so I'm just gonna adjust the size again. And then once I have it to the size that I like, I'm going to go ahead and just copy it and paste the design onto the other side of my work area. Okay, once I have everything positioned, I'm going to go ahead and copy basically the whole design and paste it onto an 8.5 by 11 sheet, because I am going to be printing onto an 8 by 5 by 11 sublimation paper, and I kind of want to group all my designs together so I can get multiple designs per sheet that I print out. So I'm able to fit 3 designs onto one sheet of paper. So right now I'm just going to open up another window and basically have my dimensions as 8.5 by 375 and just drag and drop my image to this workspace and just adjust the image through using transform and scale it to the size that I need. Super easy once you get the hang of it. I prefer Adobe over Photoshop at the moment, at least when it comes to doing stuff for sublimation. So right now I'm just going to make sure that my image stays grouped together, and I'm just gonna adjust it onto this sheet, so I'm able to, again, print multiple designs out on one piece of paper. Okay, and I'm going to do one more because I'm able to fit 3. So again, I'm just going to go to transform, scale it. Okay, once everything's positioned and the correct size, I'm just going to copy it and paste it and place it near the bottom of this paper. Now, I made the mistake of making the design too big, so I had to adjust the size and make it just a little bit smaller. I ended up having to go back again and making it a little bit smaller because for the words for this, the bottom portion of the words got cut off. So I had to readjust those and make sure that, you know, everything fit without getting cut off. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and print it. Basically, I just press print, and then I like to go down to where it says set up to do all my print settings. So I'm just making sure I have everything correct on this page. I'm going to make sure and pick premium matte paper for the paper type. For the quality, I'm going to do high, and then for the speed, I want to make sure I turn off the high speed. You want your printer to print out the images slowly, so just double checking everything. And then once everything's set and good, I'm gonna go ahead and press print and print out my designs. Okay, so I have 3 of my designs. Oop, it's already ready. I have 3 of my designs already printed out. Again, I will go over how I did this in the video. I made sure to mirror the images, and I want the designs to be on both sides of the mug, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out really quick. I'm hoping I cut these out, or I'm hoping I made these the correct size. I didn't watch a tutorial on how to make the sizes for your mugs. I kind of just looked online to see what like a good size would be. So I'm hoping that I did this part correctly. Okay, so I'm going to be using these mugs. Now, these mugs were they're expensive. Mugs typically you can get for really cheap, but you obviously have to have sublimation mugs. You can't just use any type of mug. You have to get a sublimation mug, or I believe you can add some type of coating to make the mug be able to be used with sublimation. So this is heated up. I'm trying my best not to like touch it because it does get kind of hot. I have my heat tape. Basically, what I did is I left a little space in between of my image. And I'm just going to kind of center that the best that I can. So I think that's good. I don't think you have to add a ton of tape like you do with tumblers. Okay, and then you basically will just set it in here. And it does its own thing. Like I didn't even have to press anything. So as you can see, there is a blinking light. Now this first light I heard takes a little longer, but once that first light kind of heats up, the rest of the lights will go by quickly. But once all the lights are basically lit up, that means that the sublimation portion of the mug is done. So I read that it takes about 180 seconds for the mug to be completed, so we'll see how it turns out. While that's going though, I'm gonna go ahead and get my next mug taped up so I can just quickly do a quick transition in between mugs. This design I'll have to print out because it looks like part of the bottom of the words got cut off, so I'll have to reprint this one out. So with this mug press, I definitely could get like a ton of mugs prepped. And I could probably easily run 2 presses at once. Just because I feel like this takes a little longer than like my typical mug press would take. So the second light just lit up. So we have 3 more lights to go. So if you guys know of any affordable places to get coffee mugs, please let me know, just because I don't want to spend a ton of money on the Cricut brand. I just feel like the Cricut brand's perfect for like crafters or people who want to make like Mother's Day, Father's Day gifts. I feel like this is a good option. But if you're wanting to do this to run like a small business, I definitely recommend trying to source cheaper mugs. Okay, so it's opening up. It's kind of cool. There's that. Go ahead and put the next one in. And again, I don't have to touch anything. It just kind of does its own thing. All right. Oh my gosh, guys. I seriously loved how this turned out. It says, "Give it to the universe." So I did it on both sides. I freaking love it. Okay, so now I'm officially addicted to making mugs now too. Okay, so while this is going, I'm gonna go ahead and print out, reprint this design out and print out a few other ones that I purchased. I have 8 mugs that I can heat press tonight, so I am gonna be adding all these mugs to my Etsy shop. So I just wanna try and make a few to be able to get them listed, and hopefully they sell well. And I feel like the colors came out pretty accurately. Someone mentioned that my colors weren't very vibrant on my tumblers in my last Tumblr video I made, but all the designs that I'm using are like a retro color, so they do have that faded look. But you know, the colors came out, my colors come out accurately on my tumblers. It's just the designs that I pick. I like that retro vintage look because that's the kind of aesthetic that I'm trying to go for my Etsy shop, is just the hippie retro kind of vibe. So a lot of my designs that I'm making tonight will go along with this theme. Okay, so here's this one. This one I definitely need to make a little smaller. But I think it came out pretty cute. Love it. So I'm printing out some more designs. So I will be making some more mugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those other designs real fast, and then we'll get back to making some more mugs. Careful, don't touch, it's wet.
Wet?
Mm-hmm.
That's Mom.
It is hot. So these mugs definitely get very hot. The paper almost looks like burnt, so I don't know. I'm assuming the temperature is correct on this. But man, these mugs are definitely hot, so definitely make sure you are using protective gloves. Get out of there, that's hot. Okay, here's this one. Not enough sage for this stuff. So cute. So also another thing about this machine, it will shut off after 30 minutes of not using it. So say you forget to turn it off, luckily it will turn off after 30 minutes. So
No.
I know. Definitely don't leave the machine unattended, but for some reason, again, if you do forget, it will shut off after 30 minutes of use. You know?
Up behind.
Yeah.
Up behind.
Uh-huh.
Up behind.
You gotta wait, it's almost done. Okay, my other sheet just got done printing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one out now. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm kind of obsessed with this machine. The only thing that I would say about like this machine is it's a little slow. But honestly I don't mind it because it kind of gives me time in between doing mugs. So I can have all my mugs prepped. These ones that I already have done, I could start packaging them up and putting them in boxes and get those shipped out. So I kind of like that it's not super quick because I can still multitask, because if the machine is going too fast, it gets kind of hard to multitask, but I kind of like that it is kind of slow. So definitely one concern I have about doing mugs or selling mugs online is shipping them. So I will do a whole separate video on how I would ship these because I definitely need to do my research on how to do that, because I definitely don't want these to break in the mail. But I know so many people sell mugs online and they're successful at it, so I know there's a way and there's a technique to definitely make sure that your mugs get to your customers safely. Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. And then it closes up by itself. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, so here's this one. This one I could have probably made the design a little bit bigger. Really like how this one turned out. And again, it does look faded, but that's the aesthetic, that's the look that this design is giving or is supposed to give. So as you can see there, it definitely comes out vibrant. But because this is supposed to be a faded look, it's gonna give that faded look on the mug. Okay. Okay, here's this one. This one says, "My life is like a mixtape." Love it. Definitely be careful with the mugs. I just burnt my arm heck bad. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I literally just burnt myself just by going like that and the mug hitting my arm. But oh my gosh, that stuff hurts. And these mugs seem to take a while to cool down too, so just make sure when you pull them off the mug press that you don't touch them for a good maybe like 10-15 minutes, because some of these mugs have been sitting for about 10-15 minutes and they're still very hot.
Mom,
Yeah, burn my hand right here. Okay, Okay, so this is our last mug of the night. I still have 2 other mugs, but I'm thinking I'm gonna save those 2 mugs for Father's Day and do like a personalized option on the mugs. I think if you were to sell these online, giving a personalized option would probably be a really beneficial thing, just because anything personalized always sells well. So I'm definitely going to be looking for some like personalizable designs, or basically coming up with my own. But here is this one. So it's a sunflower that says "Be kind." Okay, and I just held the power button down for 3 seconds and it shut off. I'm still gonna go ahead and unplug it. But guys, I'm in love with this machine. Okay guys, well that's it for this video. I had a lot of fun making these mugs, and I can't wait to get more sublimated mugs up onto my Etsy shop. I do plan on selling these on my Etsy and at markets, so I have a bunch of mugs ready to go for my next upcoming market. It was unfortunate though, because I got sick with the C word. I wasn't able to go to last weekend's market because I literally could not leave my couch. So stay tuned for a market prep video. I have a market scheduled for this weekend and one for the following weekend. It's a big bummer that I wasn't able to go to the last one, because the last one was a really good one, and I was sick, so I didn't want to spread all my sickness to everybody, and I just was not feeling myself, so it's a bummer. But I took some time off, rested. I feel a lot better. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm hoping by tomorrow or the following day I'll feel a lot better. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this sublimation video and me testing out this Vevor. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Mug press. I'm really impressed with it. It is affordable. It's a good cheap option compared to getting a bigger mug press, like my mug press from Heat Press Nation. Now I love my mug press from Heat Press Nation, but if I were just starting out with doing mugs, spending $500 plus on a mug press is a little scary. Definitely a really good investment, but if you just are wanting to test out sublimation and testing it on mugs, and you don't want to do that big upfront cost, Vevor is a great affordable option for you if you want to get started with sublimation. Definitely, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I do have some other sublimation videos that you guys should definitely go check out. I do embroidery, I do sewing, I do a lot of different crafts. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely hit that notification bell so anytime I post, you will be notified. And if you want to see some more sublimation projects, let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas or any suggestions on what my next sublimation project should be. I've been having a ton of fun with sublimation, and I have a few more projects planned out for you guys, but again, just leave me some comments down below on some other things that you would like to see me test out. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!